All right, final day, or should I say final act of the 5.5, what is it called? Bloomflower Trials event. All that's left to do is to, I guess, end the exhibition match, I guess, that we have to do. Collect some what are they called? Ocean Zephyrs. Heal a 6 Saurian, and we can all go home. It's probably going to be a short stream. I bet this is only going to be like 45 minutes. That being said, if there's going to be at least one combat segment, so that'll probably at least lengthen it by 10. Anywho, I guess I haven't been plugging my stuff lately at the start of these streams. But if you'd like to know when I'm going to go live and what I'm going to be doing when I go live, the best way to stay informed would be to join my Discord. Links to which are in the description. I have quite a few things being uploaded. So I actually clipped a piece of the stream from a couple of days ago and put that up as a video as my reaction to the ongoing situation with the Hoyo VAs in regards to the Kenichi situation. So if you want to actually go watch that, you can go watch that. But if you actually watch my streams in full, you probably already know my opinion on that. As I've already mentioned, it's just a clip from that. Anywho, Paimon's probably going to tell us something the second we pop in. So let's just get into this. Alright, let's see. Spell of Unity. Tournament of Glory and Bloom, Act 3. Looks like we're going to the speaker chambers. You get a crown for this? Nice. I don't know how many crowns I've actually used on this account. I think I've used like 3 or 4 of them. If you're wondering why I'm in Sumeru, it's because I'm farming the Gilded Dreams set. I'm building my Cookie Shinobu off stream, for those who don't know. I've been slowly getting a little bit more reinvigorated in my wanting to play Genshin more and more. I've basically gone from basically only playing it for the updates to I'll log in every, like, maybe once or twice a week now. I'm slowly getting back into my groove. I've been saying this many times, but I primarily play this game for the story and the characters. And the character's story. Here we go. Start the chapter right before this, editor me. Man, the music is always so serious in here.
So sleepy.
Were you guys keeping that party going long after we left?
Didn't sleep well?
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Being all mysterious about some gathering to discuss something important. I was so curious I couldn't stop tossing and turning the whole night.
Oh, that's probably what this meeting is about to be then.
Also, how come it's so quiet today? You didn't lock a How up, did you?
Why do you say that like it's a bad thing?
When I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, minion. Darest thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber?" I figured it'd be for the best that he's not here anyway, so I didn't bother calling him again.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, you could at least try to do it in a How's voice. Hang on, let me give it my best shot. Leave me be, minion. Dost thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber? Nah, that's not my best. I think I've done better. Not my best work.
Good thing you didn't tell him about our gathering. We could do without his gate crashing for sure.
So, how far is a How allowed to be from you? Because you're connected to How. And I don't understand how that works, to be honest.
Not late, am I?
Oh, hi, Janssen. I didn't notice you weren't here yet.
Nope, you're right on time. So,
Also, I
Lisa,
see
now
Varesa's
that
here, and I don't
everyone's
think
here,
we've been
shall we
formally
begin?
introduced to her yet.
Actually, today we have a big favor we'd like to ask of all of you.
What's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
It's a long story. One that begins with a mysterious friend of Milray's.
Alright. We're just gonna give them all the information we got. Everyone seems a bit gloomy after that, huh?
Bloodshed between the tribes.
That seems almost unthinkable today, but it was an everyday occurrence in that era. Even working together on something was impossible. That's just too awful.
This is your first voiced line, technically, in a cutscene. In the story, air quotes, in an event. Marissa, Strength and Serenity, a warrior from Tetrakan. Marissa runs an orchard and lives in the idyllic, simple life, which is normally gentle and easygoing. She dons a mask in battle that ignites her fighting drive to drive away monsters and villains alike. However, her strength comes at a price. The bottomless appetite renders her equally ferocious when faced with foes or food. She's also a regular contestant in the Epic Feast Showdown.
There have always been disputes, but once they escalated into fully fledged clashes between tribes, even a peacemaker would have been powerless to mediate.
And that little Kukasaur
We haven't
Antu
canonically
believed
met
that the
her yet
sacred
in my
flame
playthrough.
crystals harbored some
that's
kind of
probably
evil
why they have that
power that lay
thing
at the
there.
root of these intertribal conflicts. And that led to all the later misunderstandings. At this point,
But I
it
wanted
would
to
be
do the
nigh
event first,
impossible
'cause
to
the
explain
event
the truth to him.
It's a timed
Bryn is
thing.
right. It would only make him suffer all over again.
That said, Antu will naturally sense that something's off once you've collected enough sacred flame crystals and cure Milray, won't he?
Probably.
He'll see that no one has been corrupted and that all is as it should be. At that point, he would realize the truth of what happened in the past, even as young as he is.
Young is a very loose defining word in these kind of instances when you're referring to someone who is technically older than Mavuika at this point.
Exactly. That's why we came up with a plan. When the second half of the tournament wraps up, we'll have enough sacred flame crystals. That's when I want everyone to act like the crystals have messed with us and start arguing.
This seems like a dumb idea.
Ooh, acting! That sounds fun! Then what?
Fun, yes. Good idea, no.
Then, we'll bring Antu over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse all the bad vibes within the sacred flame crystals and bring everyone back to their senses. Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real, but we've got to make the little dude think he's done something awesome.
Uh-huh, yeah. I get where you're going with this.
I get where you're going with this. It's stupid. This is a dumb plan that could very easily backfire.
The best way to make up for regrets is to do what you failed to do before. We'll recreate that scene from his past, only this time, he'll get the chance to rewrite the future. So, how exactly are we going to do this? Is there anything we can look to?
I guess good follow-up question.
Once, when I was reading a foreign book, I came
Foreign
across something
book.
called an interactive play designed specifically for kids.
Interactive play. What book? Tell me the title of it right now.
The story usually features a showdown between a hero and a villain, with twists and turns throughout. Just as things reach a climax, the hero will pretend to be losing and ask for the children's help.
Oh, like the whole Tinkerbell clapping thing in the... God, I'm fucking old. I ignore that.
Then
I said
the
nothing.
children all raise their hands, lending their power to the hero and helping them defeat the villain.
You mean like a Super Sentai show at like a supermarket on the roof of Japan?
For the adults watching, it's just a performance, but the children will walk away feeling happy for days to come. At that age, happiness doesn't come from material rewards, but from a heart that believes.
Okay, you've almost convinced me. I'm gonna need a little bit more convincing to be on board with this plan.
Oh, true.
I'm almost there,
I
though.
can
I'm like more
totally
than half the
relate.
way there.
When I helped out at my parents' shop as a kid, they would always intentionally leave me some simple tasks, like dusting down the shelves or making sure the merchandise was arranged neatly. Then they'd shower me with praise when I was finished, saying stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius." And the funny thing is, it always made me super happy.
Okay, fine, I'm convinced. This plan just might work.
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make Antu feel the same way a kid who just helped a hero would. Lessen his regret and pain before he moves on.
Or, hear me out, we could have Sitlali forcibly put him back in the ley lines with the with the shamanistic powers of the Masters of the Nightwind.
Besides, Milray already heard the rumors about the sacred flame crystals from him. If we don't dispel the curse right in front of him, he might refuse to take the medicine.
Ooh, that is a good point.
But we can't pull off a show like that with just us. That's why I'm asking for your help.
We'll probably need about 5 more people. I mean, there are 5 more spots up for grabs. First come, first served.
I don't volunteer.
You have my board.
You have my
I'm
board.
probably the best at arguing here, don't you think?
No, I don't, actually. And, are we doing a whole Lord of the Rings reference here?
We get some pretty rude customers in our shop, and I've had to develop quite a few communication skills to deal with them.
You don't seem to have a mean bone in your body. The most mean we've seen you is when you yelled at a how during, like, what was that, the 5.2 Archon quest?
You have my
Cabbages?
cabbages? I can help prepare some props and special effects, like smoke to mimic the evil power, and bright lights for the spell of unity.
Damn, that's a hard sell. Are you sure you want to be an actor? You sound like you want to be a roadie or a backstage guy.
And my Flame Strider.
I thought you weren't part of this.
Oh, you're joining too, Archon?
Also, is that what her motorcycle's called? The Flame Strider? I've forgotten.
It really resonated with me when Lali mentioned a clash between heroes and villains.
You would.
And unlike the heroes in those plays, I've borrowed strength from all of you in the real world. And we've overcome powerful foes together as a result. I think I'll do justice to the role.
What? Are we not in the real world now? What do you mean by that? Don't get epistemological on me like that.
Well, if Mawika's on board, then you have my hammer.
You
I'm
have
really
my hammer.
interested in the part where we pretend to argue.
Of course you are.
Let's see. We've got our actors, and the stage is set. Now we need a director. A dude to run the show.
Why are we looking at Kanish? Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
Why are you all looking at me?
Why are you all looking at me? I'm taking a screen cap of that real quick. That's what I should have used for the thumbnail for that video. Alright, we're back.
Consider it our vote of confidence, Kanish.
Fine. Then you have my grappling hook. I happen to have some time.
Do you now?
So, that's everyone then. In that case, Varessa and I will take care of the cleanup.
What cleanup?
Sorry, guys. I'd love to sign up, but I already promised to help transport the wounded.
As for me, if I see you all arguing, I wouldn't be able to resist stepping in.
Whatever you say, Peacekeeper.
And I'm just really bad at acting. I'd be so stiff, the game would be up before we even got started.
Sure.
I'll stay and help the Saurians search for ocean zephyrs. Once they've brought enough back, I'll join you as soon as I can.
What's the progress on that, by the way? I don't think we've checked in on whether how many of those ocean zephyrs we collected. Or how many of them we actually need, to be honest. Has not been specified.
As our Archon herself often says, we all have our own part to play, right?
That's right. All right. Once the second half of the exhibition match is over, we'll split into 2 teams and play our respective parts.
Cool.
Great! Let's make the second half an even more exciting fight. That way, we'll be able to collect more sacred flame crystals to help cure Milray. I've even come up with a secret strategy that's sure to catch you all off guard.
After centuries, we're holding the Bloomflower trials once more. I hope that this time we can bring them to a close free from regret. Are you all confident that we can do this?
Yeah!
Then let's get this show on the road.
Alright. Spell of Unity. Well, that's why they called this chapter that.
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Time for a strategy meeting.
Alright.
Ugh, why do they keep picking battlefields covered in mountains that need climbing?
But you can fly, Paimon.
If you're worried about getting tired, I can just fly you straight to the top. Launching a surprise attack on their base would also be a good tactic.
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys can just charge in and beat the living daylights out of them.
Sounds like a plan. By the way, their plan is probably going to be charge straight to our base, so we should probably take some defensive measures into account.
It'll be over as soon as it began.
These two are in even more of a rush than Paimon is.
What about you, Ion-san? Got anything to contribute to this plan?
Let's all just calm down for a moment. We don't even know what their formation will be like. Besides, if we don't deal with nearby opponents first, our main base could be at risk.
Slow and steady wins the race. Let's start with our base let's start with our base at the foot of the mountain.
But the area nearby is full of rocks. Looks like they're trying to block our path.
That's nothing. Let's just charge straight through.
Well, are we gonna get to test Ion-san? I haven't gotten to try you out yet.
Come on, time for a warm-up.
So if each one of the characters usually mimics one of their Saurian's abilities in one way, does that mean Ion-san has something cool? No. Alright, let's get a tutorial going. Pulverate. Rocks containing phlogiston that are ejected from the volcano's craters during volcanic eruptions, if struck with the right means, they can be shattered. That is not a very helpful tutorial.
Quick as a flash. Whoa, you actually managed to smash all the rocks! Woo! That loosened me up.
Nice.
Controlled breathing.
Quick as a flash. I'll stop you in your tracks.
Good luck with that, Kachina.
Let's fly.
Alright, good luck.
Open fire. Don't worry, everyone. We can do it.
Chaska's busted.
For now.
What do you even do, Auroron? I have no clue how Auroron works.
Excellent! We've secured the Children of Echo's base. Time to head up the mountain. All tuckered out. Let me give you a hand.
What? Oh, right, you're on our team.
Granny to the rescue! Now that's what Paimon calls some serious backup.
My contender for probably the strongest person in all of Notland.
Granny's not here to check if I've been slacking, is she?
I hope not. Holy crap, look at that, we got a 5-person team.
Get to work! Shah!
Woohoo!
Incoming! Coach will take it from here. Controlled breathing.
I forget how this works.
Carefully, carefully.
There we go. I remembered how to do it. Boy, we're going up tall. And, kind of made irrelevant by Chaska, though.
Find a way to hold them off. Show me your move.
Go! You're
free now!
Fulfill our pact! You two! Time to end them! Let's fly!
Knock him down.
Just keep doing cutscenes.
Let's move! Take me up! Bullseye!
I didn't realize that we killed them all that fast.
Nice, another one in the bag.
There was no one defending this one, though.
Something's wrong. There are far fewer people in their base than expected.
They're probably about to conquer our base.
And Mualani hasn't put in an appearance yet either.
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured.
Ah, so we gotta backtrack now.
And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
Huh. That girl has some moves. I'll give her that. Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their counterattack. Don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door. You just focus on moving forward.
When did she do that? When did she wreck your front door?
You're a lifesaver, Granny Seat Lolly. We can rest easy knowing you're here covering the rear.
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
I feel sorry for everyone that has to deal with her. And off she goes! Her floating pillow. She's the Baba Yaga of fucking Genshin Impact.
Let's fly.
We are running low on phlogiston.
How is this not over yet? How many people do they have in reserve?
Looks like the Scions of the Canopy Space is on the other side of that cliff.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever you do while you're flying over, don't look down.
Door's over. Bullseye!
I don't see how. Oh, that's how we get there.
Quick as a flash.
Auroron.
Nice and easy.
Oh, nice. They left a ladder here just for us. And some phlogiston.
Faster, stronger.
I knew that wouldn't stop you. Let's have our weapons do the talking.
You ain't stopping us, Kanich. I don't think Mualani's stopping Sitlali either.
Farewell. Time to say hello. Too slow.
Knock him down.
Let's fly.
Alright.
This isn't over yet.
I think it's over. Chasko's so broken.
The fight is done. Sound the retreat.
The fruits of victory taste almost as sweet as ones I've grown myself. At least I won't be in for one of Granny's scoldings.
Wow, that explains why you were so fired up today.
Auroron! Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people like some sort of scary monster, huh? Huh?
You know, I did your story quest, and quite often, frankly. And also in the Archon quest, too. You're scary.
Anyway, good workout, huh?
How went your bout with Mualani?
You can say that again. It's not every day you get to enjoy the thrill of battle.
You youngsters sure love a good brawl, huh? Once this is all over, I think I'll need a few days at home to lie down and recover.
Few days, huh?
Thanks, Granny. Without your support, who knows what might have happened.
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now. Next time she shows up at my place asking for a favor, I'm giving her a proper talking to.
See? Look, scolding.
Shows that everyone really was giving it their all. Anyway, after all that, surely we've collected enough sacred flame crystals now.
We have indeed. Let's gather them up and head back.
Or maybe this showdown with Mualani was part of the script for the arguing. I don't know.
Next up, time for our little play.
I still don't see how well this is going to work out, but it's going to be really cheesy and really corny. But it'll work. I feel like this should have just been Aoife's character quest. Or Aoife. It's Aoife, right?
Aoife, this should be enough, right?
We only got this much? From like 6 days of competition?
Yeah, plenty. Maybe more than we can even use.
Oh, that's great news. Just goes to show how fired up everyone was. Let's set the remainder aside in case of emergency. Next up, the main event. When do we start?
Just a sec.
Not with the
Before
side
we roll
eye.
the cameras, let's break it all down one more time. Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kanich gives the signal, Auroron will do his thing, and the crystals will start giving off a black mist. That'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get real heated, we'll bring Antu in and have him cast the Spell of Unity. Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist, and then we all go back to chilling with each other. Any questions?
Relax. I've played it all through in my head many times now.
Cool.
Great, then let's do this.
Then I'll just sit back and get ready to enjoy it. Grab something to drink, get a slice of pizza, and make sure you take your bathroom breaks. Man, Milray looks so pale. And there's a ghost standing behind him even.
Finally, we've got all the sacred flame crystals we need. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
It's just like Aoife said. He looks very reluctant to go through with this.
Rawr.
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his own eyes.
Oh, I was gonna say, where are we? Oh, we're standing back there.
Hey, Mualani. That's weird. I feel a bit dizzy.
Special effects team, get in position.
Ooh, here we go.
On the case.
Black mist.
Now, time to get squabbling. As agreed, we'll start with Mualani.
Should you be saying this out loud and not just giving a silent signal?
You've got this, Mualani.
I guess we're just assuming that they're all kids and that they're dumb and they fall for this.
Leave it to me. Now, listen up, Kachina.
Oh, it's so corny and cheesy.
I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. Why, I'm positively furious.
I thought you said you were good at acting and arguing. I was right to doubt you.
What did I do again? That is a good question. Let me think about that.
We didn't script up any of this?
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue. How am I supposed to tap into old talents when I'm drawing blanks here?
You should have scripted this ahead of time.
If this goes on much longer, even the little Saurians will realize something's off.
Actually, that's good. Keep that energy.
Don't get caught up on the reasons for an argument. Just start by setting the atmosphere for one.
Don't panic. I'm thinking. Oh, I know. How about this?
Oh, God.
Kachina! You stand accused of the heinous crime of eating my very last Saurus cracker!
I can't look. This is terrible. This is awful. This is intentionally bad writing.
Huh?
The worst kind of writing.
When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last Saurus cracker. How could you have done such an
Look at
abominable
the camera.
thing? I was saving that for the end.
Is Kachina even supposed to be one of the arguers?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so? You ate way more than I did.
Shalonen, I thought you were going to be the one arguing.
No. You just don't get it. The
Oh,
ones we
oh
eat
crap,
in
there's a
the middle
Pyroculus I
don't
didn't grab
matter.
over there.
The last one's always the tastiest.
According to who?
Good. He's starting to buy it. Time to turn up the heat.
Mualani, isn't it about time you paid up for wrecking my door?
When did that happen? Was that an event? Somebody showed me a clip of that at some point.
Oh, seriously? You're bringing this up now? You promised to let it go the last time we had dinner together.
And when might that have been?
Years ago?
The last time we had dinner, like I said, we were over at the People of the Springs, and you'd had just a teensy bit too much to drink. You took my hand and said it was all water under the bridge.
Well, like she would ever remember that.
Hold on, have you genuinely forgotten? Oh, this isn't part of your act, is it? And to think I tried so hard.
Is this what sacred flame crystals can do? It's like you've all become completely different people. Surely our only hope now is for me to...
Uh-oh. Ooh, here we go. Oh, and finally the good actors are on the stage.
Do you even have any idea how
That was
long
a
I've
long
had to put up
pause.
with your nonsense? Without so much as a heads up, you just dump some pile of design
Whoa,
schematics
the
in my
camera's
workshop
going nuts with
that
the
you've gotten
cinematography
from
here.
Who knows where, and then tell me to build you that flame rider or whatever you call it.
Flame Strider. I've already forgotten what it's called, to be honest, and they just told me what it was like 10 minutes ago.
Then you drive it into the wilderness every
Whoa.
single day, and then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair, even when I'm on vacation.
Man, they're getting really crazy with the camera angles and fucking character movements here.
Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Damn! Damn, she's spitting fire! God, this was worth sitting through all that cringe earlier. She doesn't have anything prepared to counteract that.
Is it just me? Or is Shilonen's acting pretty convincing?
I think it's acting, and that's why it's convincing.
She might be the only one who's not actually acting, Kachina.
I don't know. Lolly seemed pretty mad, too. Oh shit, a house here.
So sleepy. Why didn't you wake me up this morning, Kanich?
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holidays, and you're banned from showing up at my vacation spots.
Can you ban people from doing that?
Wait a minute. I remember now. You were the one who kept encouraging me to drink more that evening.
Oh, is that what you meant by encouraging? All the hard work you put in?
Trying to get me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves, Mualani. Figured out some tricks to use on old Granny, have you?
I feel like we should have just had Shalonen and Sitlali be the arguers from the start.
Well, would you look at that? Oh, these little pipsqueaks suddenly at each other's throats. Oh, what a golden opportunity this could be.
Oh no, how's gonna ruin it somehow.
Listen up, everyone. Arguing won't solve any problems, so let's settle this with a good old-fashioned fight to the death. I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula-How, hereby appoint myself your referee.
What a chaos gremlin, I love it.
Kanich! Let's start with Kanich. Who's got it in for Kanich?
Sadly, no one.
Huh? Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you all looking at me?
I mean, let's take an image of that. That Shalonen speech was worth everything.
Oh, perfect timing.
Oh, now everyone's gonna fucking everyone's gonna get really mad at a How now.
You. Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in it!
I used that in the thumbnail because it was funny. It was the one time I actually saw Mualani get mad.
And you ate all those crackers I baked! I spent the whole night preparing them!
Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent earache in a pint-sized package.
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Time out! Time out! Why is this all suddenly aimed at me?
You showed up at the worst possible time, that's why. So about that spell of unity again?
Oh, how could this be? The argument's spiraling out of control. I can no longer cleanse the evil power within the sacred flame crystals myself. If this goes on much longer, continues for much longer.
Oh god, she's horrible!
Let me see. Oh, yeah. If this goes on much longer, Natlan will be in grave danger. We're so close. If only a brave hero would step forward.
I'm dying.
Good thing I wrote that all down in advance. Hopefully I sold it.
At least you wrote it down. Everyone else was winging it and doing horribly. Ugh.
That's us. You ready, Antu? Antu?
You okay, Antu? I think he's gonna go try and smash the crystals. Ooh, that's not good.
There's no need to save him. Think of what we could accomplish with all those sacred flame crystals.
God, Amara is the worst.
Fine by me. Let's settle our old scores today. Once and for all. What right do you children of Echoes think you have to point fingers at us? How many times have you wronged us over the years?
Also, isn't the intertribal conflict supposed to be what produces these things? So if they are killing each other, wouldn't that just, like, produce more sacred flame crystals? The more I dig into these secret flame crystals, the more I feel like they're a bad plot device.
Bunch of liars and cowards, banding together like the vermin you are. It's sickening.
Huh! Never have the heavens smiled down upon those who live by the rules.
That's a cool hat. I don't think I've commented on that hat yet.
You've got to take it by force.
Man, I'm gonna have to include NPCs in my next Genshin hat tier list, aren't I?
I should never have believed you.
It's all my fault. If only I'd never fallen ill in the first place. I don't want to be cured. I don't want the sacred flame crystals. Please stop fighting, please. Yeah, so this is one of the reasons why I was thinking this might be a bad idea. We're just giving them PTSD.
Antu!
You're up, bro!
You're up, bro! Ah.
This ends now! We're here to save the day!
Oh god, Paimon, you're terrible.
Evil power that corrupts the human heart? There's no place for you in Natlan anymore. We will stand united and face the years ahead together. Fly, my dude, fly! Cast a spell of unity, just like I taught you.
Cool, what does it do? What does it do? Special effects, special effects. Auroran, your cue!
Now, Auroran.
Alright, I'm not director. He is.
Got it.
Ooh. Ah, no, don't show the Pyoculus again. Ooh. Aurora Borealis? Locate... At this time, at this day, in this location, showing off a Pyroculus that I forgot to grab.
The path of fate lies bleak. Walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break, and we will march on. From this day forth, may worldly strife be no more.
So I already beat Nikador. Ooh, he fell on his butt.
What in the... Look, the evil power is fading.
The magic's working.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with sweet cheese. That's not even up for debate.
Oh my god, they're arguing over this now?
I think you'll find that salted cheese is the classic. The first and best choice in Natland for centuries.
I don't think it's gonna work if they keep arguing over petty nonsense.
Cheese? That stuff's for kids. I'd never go near it.
Someone slap a how away, please.
Well, I guess you're not completely wrong. They have a unique flavor with salted cheese, too. The perfect storytime snack.
Storytime snack. Nice. How much pizza do I have left?
Also great with a glass of wine. Though
I got 4
sweet
slices.
cheese with a splash of liqueur works well, too.
Cheese and wine, huh?
Let's have another get-together sometime. Don't worry, I won't bring up the door incident again.
You're amazing, Granny. Next time I'll come with Kachina, and we'll bring some home-baked Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips along. And some blaze meat stew and volcano cake, too!
Ooh, I wonder what volcano cake is like. Is it like lava cake?
Sure. In that case, I'll go find Varessa and we'll make you some nice, juice or something.
She runs an orchard, right?
When will you all grow up? Why does it feel like I'm always the only one drinking?
How old are they again?
You should stay off the bottle too, Granny. Isn't there some kind of sweet and sour soup that's all the rage with the Masters of the Nightwind right now? What's it called again?
Mystique soup.
Mystique soup? Much better than alcohol, if you ask me.
How would you know? You haven't had any. Now, I am an old man, turning 32 this year, and I will say outright, I don't like the taste of alcohol. It leaves a bad aftertaste in my mouth. In some cases, it even triggers my gag reflex. I have no clue how people stomach that stuff. It's awful. There have been some wines I've tried over the years that were like less than 2% alcohol. That were like really fruity, where it kind of almost tasted like a, what's the term? It was almost more like a soda than it was an alcoholic beverage at that point. Those ones I could tolerate. But then on top of that, all the alcohol just dehydrates you. It's really not worth the effort. Don't drink, kids. It's not worth it. And adults, too. Try something else. You might find something that you like better. The buzz isn't worth it.
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here? Your attitudes towards each other are changing way too fast!
Huh. Wow, that's weird. What was I just saying? I can't remember for the life of me. Can you, Mawika?
I can, unfortunately.
Something about wishing I'd drop by your workshop more often and how grateful you are that I keep pushing you to achieve the impossible.
Definitely not that. Anything but that.
Life is like climbing a mountain. All the best views are at the top. You just give people that kind of vibe.
Wait, are you serious?
Oh, God.
Just kidding. I'll try my best not to dump any more strange commissions on you.
By the way, next up, we're going to try to give Paimon an ancient name.
How into that have you two? Snap out of it, people! It's like you're all under some kind of spell! Quick, Kanich, think of something!
To do what?
How? I owe you an apology, too.
Oh, no.
I've been too harsh on you.
Oh, no. The funny is here.
Huh?
And he died.
It seems the evil power is completely gone. Were you the one who helped us?
Yay! Okay, Sitlolly, force this little guy back into the ley lines.
Awesome job, bro!
I kind of forgot that Kabuku is a character.
Great job, Antu. Now that the sacred flame crystals have been cleansed, we can use them to cure your friend. Don't leave him hanging. Go tell him the good news.
Rar? Coo. Rar!
Thank you so much.
Alright.
This turned out even better than I imagined.
I said that this was probably going to be a short 45 minutes, and it's starting to look like it was a short 45 minutes.
See, told you it would all work out. Didn't I mention I'm an old hand at this whole argument game?
Were you?
You were this close to spilling the beans.
And by this close, he means, you see how close my hands are that they almost look like they're touching? It's because they're touching.
Here, here. Even the kids of our tribe would have done a better job. Tell you what, we're lucky they don't speak our language.
The kids? Oh, right. The Saurians. The Saurians don't speak our language.
I couldn't help it. Besides, how was I supposed to, criticize Kachina to her face like that?
Easily. Hank Hill quote. You're a loser! You're a loser!
Lonnie. Actually, it was the same for me. Even though I knew it was all just an act, I didn't want to argue with you. Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring. I'm going back to bed.
Bye, How.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Now, all that's left are the ocean zephyrs, right? I heard on the way over that we'd already found some, so it shouldn't take long.
Now, Eon-san was the one person to admit that they were bad at acting. So now I'm really curious. How cringe would have Eon-san been?
Everyone, over here!
I forgot Chaska went with them.
Eon-san! And, whoa, that's a lot of Saurians.
We've gathered enough ocean zephyrs. I asked them to give them to me, but they wanted to bring them over themselves. So we came together. Here, I think this should be enough.
How many do we need? I don't know if that was ever specified.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. I'll go mix the ingredients. Hey, Kakuku? Dude? Less chat, more help?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
I got you, bro. Now comes the most important step of all.
Whew. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, sacred flame crystal, forged by the will of many. Please, work your wonders and drive this sickness away.
Are we gonna get a CG? Or a cutscene? We haven't gotten a cutscene yet. Oh, here we go, cutscene. Oh, this is good. Why does the fidelity look so good? Alrighty. All's well that ends well. I wish there was a more visible indicator of the illness. Wow, that's a lot of Petlosaurs. Man, this is quite the send-off, huh? Also, Yumkasaurs. I kind of forgot Yumkasaurs were a thing. And Cthulhusaurs. I really haven't been introduced to these guys yet, but okay. I wonder what's going on with our little guy. This would have been a great event for us to have Rollins with us in tow. There he is! Can everyone else see that? That was great. That was a nice and touching moment.
Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. But in this case, our parting is their reunion. Antu's already wandered the world for way too long, but now that you're all fixed up, he could be at peace.
You'll get to see him again someday, when we all rot in the ground, eventually.
His final wish was to be reunited with his bro, and he's done that. We should be happy for him, just like he celebrated your recovery. Thanks a ton, everyone. With your help, I've been able to do what my ancestor could not. Not only did we save this little Saurian from his torment, we also made a historic contribution to the study of phlogiston-related diseases. As a physician, I'm honestly feeling touched and overwhelmed.
Well said. Then without further ado, I hereby announce that the Bloomflower trials have come to a successful close.
I would say so as well.
From my perspective, though, this competition had another meaning. Throughout the event, I didn't witness any arguments, scheming, or plotting for personal gain. All 6 tribes united to accomplish something truly remarkable.
Cool, I'll see you all at the next year's games.
Even without the threat of the Abyss, we're still as close as family. We've surpassed those who came before us, and in the future, our people will surely grow more united still. So, in keeping with our traditions, it's time for a celebration. Let's make this a lively one, people.
Woohoo!
As it happens, I picked a whole batch of fresh vegetables just yesterday. I'll go get them
More
now.
vegetable nonsense.
Leave the meat to me.
And don't you dare skimp on it, Kanich.
I'll go gather the others. Many hands make light work. And besides, the best meals are always ones prepared together.
Wait, where'd Solali go? Is she not here anymore?
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight! Paimon's ready for a feast and a half.
Alright. Take part in the celebration banquet. Where is it? Looks like it's gonna be in the upstairs of the Weary Inn. So far, I feel like this was a pretty decent story. My only issue is with the main plot device, because it's kind of a MacGuffin, but like the actual emotional storytelling and the character moments were good. The Weary Inn. Alright, get ready to play my favorite track in the Natland soundtrack. Da 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 da.
Kachina!
Da 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 da.
Fancy a slice of volcano cake? I baked it myself.
Oh, that is cool! Get a good look at that. I want that. Cake. Can I promise you a piece of volcano cake in these trying times? That looks super delicious.
In that case, Paimon be glad to oblige. Mmm, so good. Paimon's tempted to eat the whole cake.
I am tempted as well.
Go ahead.
Confectionaries and desserts are one of my favorite things in the world.
Sweet cakes help people forget their worries. And I hope everyone could be happy every day.
You seem to have bounced back, Kachina. I see that cloud hanging over your head during the competition has disappeared.
Yep, I'm feeling much better. I definitely was unsure about where my future lay for a while there. But reading through those old scrolls, I realized that the 6 tribes haven't always been so united. They used to argue a lot, and even got into big fights.
Yeah.
I've never experienced anything like that. I can barely imagine such a harsh way of life.
Speaking of which, what are we gonna cover the fact that, like, Vanessa's clan from Natland was, like, sold into slavery in Mondstadt? Are we ever going to address that? There apparently were some dark times with the going on in Natland in the past.
I love Natland the way it is today. And I love spending time with my friends. As Uncle Pakal once told me, the harder something is to come by, the more we should treasure it.
I love Uncle Pakal.
So, I've decided to always do my best to help, and make sure my friends are happy. Most importantly, I want us all to stay united, forever and ever. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do that, but I can start with what I'm good at, like baking delicious crackers and cakes to share with everyone.
Kachina, you're a good kid.
You know what? Paimon just had an idea. You could open a cake shop. That way Paimon will be able to enjoy your cakes even more often than she already does.
You really think so?
You have
I'll
great
have to
potential
get
as a
Mama
chef,
to
young
teach me how to
Kachina.
run a shop, then. Baking delicious desserts every day and making everyone smile. That does sound like a wonderful life.
How old are you again?
Thanks, guys. I think I might
I
have
think
found
you should
a new
enjoy your
goal to
childhood
work
while you have it.
towards.
Good luck. I'll be rooting for you all the way.
By the way, Paimon hasn't seen Aoife or that Cuckoosaurus yet. Any idea where they went?
Thesaurus.
Before the party, I heard he was planning on heading up that hill to pay respects to his ancestor. They're not back yet?
If he doesn't get back soon, all the best food's gonna be gone. Guess we've got no choice but to take the cake with us and go check on them.
Sounds like a plan.
Want some more cake? I made plenty.
Yes, more cake. You could never have enough cake.
I'm curious. How did you create that black mist?
It was just an illusion. If Granny had been the one doing it, she could have come up with something much more impressive.
Probably.
All right. You can stop with the flattery. Just an illusion? You're already good enough to fool me.
Oh, is that incident still in your mind? I didn't exactly have a choice back then.
Oh, right. The Archon quest.
Relax. I'm not here to dig up the past. I'm just saying you've got a real knack for illusions. And that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, the spell of Unity was more impressive than the Black Mist, though.
Thanks, Granny.
The more meat you eat, the faster you'll recover.
Rawr. Rawr. We can't indwell while we're in the building, can we?
A toast to the successful conclusion of the Bloomflower trials. Cheers!
Cheers. Finally. A few days off.
Mm-hmm. Planning a vacation, are we?
Ooh.
Judging from my experience with the pilgrimage, things are pretty quiet for a few days after competitions. There usually isn't much trouble.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, competition.
Meanwhile, in real life,
a lot out of everyone.
when a soccer
We all
team
need a
wins,
good
someone
rest.
burns down an entire town.
Cheers to that. And a long overdue break.
Why did we get, like, the full cutscene for that? Ooh, oh yeah, all the chiefs are here, too.
Try some. Try some. How do they taste?
Delicious, as always. It's your signature dish after all.
How? Yum!
See, they didn't get a full cutscene, but they're not playable characters. Oh yeah, Baram! Man, it must suck going through doorways.
This wine's amazing.
Of course. Wouldn't have made it into my collection otherwise. Drink as much as you like today, people. I mean, I owe you all one, don't I?
That's right. This was all about one of your Tepetlosaurs.
We might just have to take you up on that.
As much as we like? You might regret saying that.
Big Baram's a big dude.
All right. Bring it on.
I feel sorry for your wine collection. Hello, Miss Hiding in the Corner.
I've kept the extra sacred flame crystals for future use. Next time you need some, just come to me. Also, this is my first time acting in a play like this. I find I really enjoyed it. What did you think of my acting skills?
You're certainly room for improvement.
I'd have to agree with that. Seems like I still have a lot to learn.
Maybe you can talk to Farina about that.
Is it something you're good at? Some tips would be nice if you find a suitable time for it.
My acting skills are a little rusty. I don't think I've had to act on anything in years. Nick McQuetz. When's the last time I acted in anything? I'm really having to press my thought. Maybe like 2011? Well, at least a decade, it feels like. Alright, let's look for Ipa. Yep, he's at that place I marked. What was the ancestor's name again? Nempel? They really went out of their way to die in the middle of nowhere. Seriously, why can't we indwell the big Saurians?
Yo, Ancestor Man. Guess you're reunited with Antu already? I have a Our Companion too, so I totally get how you must have felt. First time I saw this dude, he was out in the wild, being bullied by other Saurians because of his unusual appearance. He'd been pecked all over the place, bleeding from head to toe.
Oh, is that why he has an eye patch?
He barely made it. I gave him some meds, and from then on, he just stuck to me like glue. Even wound up becoming my assistant.
Thanks, bro.
Hey.
He's got his own little name tag.
Being on the road with me as a vet was never going to be an easy gig. One time when we were treating a sick Saurian, Kakuku got infected too.
Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks. It's one of the reasons why I feel like we should have increased the pay for like the nurses and the people on the front lines of COVID during 2020.
He ran a high fever, and I
as
searched
well as
everywhere
all
for
the people
ingredients and
that
did
were
everything
essential
I could for
workers.
him.
They should have gotten a pay bump.
But despite giving it my all, he was right on the edge, man. And all I could do was keep praying. If he hadn't recovered, I know I'd have felt the same guilt you did. Luckily, he managed to pull through, and he even stayed by my side, helping me ever since. He's a solid assistant, no question. So yeah, Kakuku, I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Hey, don't mention it, dude.
Your medicine born of guilt? Don't sweat it. We'll keep improving it as we go. You have my word. That way, no one else will ever have to feel the same guilt that you did ever again.
Also, your brother was a dick. Let's give him some cake.
Huh? Yo, bros. What brings you guys here?
You.
Bringing our bros some cake, of course. Kachina made these herself, you know. They're incredible.
For real? In that case, I gotta...
What are you doing, Kakuku?
Oh, wow. That's awesome, bro.
Hey, save some for me.
I'm happy for those two. Do we have an epilogue? It does not look like we do have an epilogue. But we've only been going for an hour. So, here's a little bit of a bonus thing that I thought about doing. So, considering the fact that, I know from the 5.5 live stream that the Collective of Plenty questline is going to have something to do with mushrooms. Maybe I should finally get around to doing that mushroom quest that's going on in the chasm that I've been putting off.
Thank
And
you
since
for
we got some
completing
time,
today's commission.
let's do that. How long could it possibly be? Alright, all that's out of the way. So let's find this quest. Where is it? There it is. Dimming mushrooms call for help. Talk to Xamaran. You might actually notice that I actually have the gadget from the chasm still equipped, because I mentioned earlier in the stream already that I'm actually trying to build up Kuki Shinobu, who I guess came out around the time of the chasm's introduction, because the boss in the chasm is her ascension material. Man, I haven't been down here in ages. Okay, where is this? Where is this Xamaran? I didn't become a lore spore because of Eucharist nonsense, and for Ashikai to not ignore this quest forever. How curious. This two-legged hatchling makes no use of her feet. Two-legged hatchling? Huh. Paimon's got a name, and it looks like someone's gonna get themselves the silent nickname in the world ever. Let Paimon think. You know what? We're gonna call you She-Shroom. Also, look at this glowing powder in the air. Are they mushroom spores? Paimon wonders if they're the reason why we could hear mushrooms talking. Hear this mushroom talking. Xamaran knows many-legged ones who make use of their feet, yet Xamaran knows not any Paimon. That's natural, because Paimon is one of a kind. Xamaran knows the two-legged one over there. How strangely familiar. Xamaran recognizes us, the traveler? Do you know She-Shroom? Maybe I do, but I don't remember. Xamaran smells the heat of golden sand and the dampness from the deep of the rain within the rainforest. That's the smell of Xamaran's hometown. Oh, so they probably recognize Nara Varana, also known as our sister. Hot sand in the rainforest? You mean Sumeru? We did just talk to a Sumeru scholar at the camp. Although Xamaran has been away from its hometown for long, Xamaran makes no mistakes. Dan, the two-legged fate has brought you here. Xamaran has a favor to ask. Xamaran had dwelled here for many a year and found it a cozy and comfy home. Yet foul energy growing lately. Xamaran has been drained of strength fending off the evil and has ended up in this state. Xamaran must seek help from the two-legged. She-Shroom does look a little under the weather. Alright, Dan, we can lend the energy from the adjuvant to She-Shroom, perhaps. Maybe that'll make it feel better. You lend the energy from the adjuvant to Xamaran. Whoa, She-Shroom is glowing. Should Paimon call you a shining room now? Hail Dan, hail Paimon. Thanks to Dan, and thanks to Paimon also, Xamaran light is rekindled. But do not let your guard down yet. Xamaran knows that the foul energy is not yet eradicated. It should strike back at any time. Huh? Then what do we do? Whoa, where did all this black mud come from? Is it the foul energy that She-Shroom talked about? Alright, help Xamaran clear out the foul energy. Oh, hang on, I need to refill my thingy. Alright. Boom. Also, I should probably take a photo of this while I'm here. Great Mushroom's place added to the archive. That should do it. That just leaves one more place. Ah, there it is. No, Xamaran, the foul energy has been cleansed.
Laid bare.
No more problems for a while.
Something with which to
Chasm is
commemorate
probably
this
the place that
occasion.
I've explored the most, and I somehow have not explored this area around this mushroom. Alright. Hail Dan, hail Paimon. None answered Shamaran's call for help. The many-legged and four-legged paid no heed, and the two-legged turned a deaf ear. Only the wise would answer. Paimon proved to be one with wisdom, and Dan did too. You two, the wisest of the two-legged, shall receive Shamaran's gratitude. Huh. Paimon the wise shall not be taken lightly. It was no trouble. Given time, Dan and Paimon will rise to become great as Shamaran and its kin. This Shamaran knows for sure. Hang on, what is that supposed to mean? The many-legged are inferior to the four-legged, and the four-legged inferior to the two-legged, so naturally the two-legged are inferior to the legless. But what Dan and Paimon lack by nature, you can make up for in hard work. You might even be able to change the course of fate one day. Wow, the glowing mushroom's talking super big. Paimon wonders if glowing mushrooms make good cooking ingredients. For chicken mushroom skewers, surely. Beautiful mushrooms lie. This one could be poisonous. A glutton this Paimon is. A bite on the mushroom today, another bite tomorrow, and 100 days later there shall be no Paimon left in Paimon, but only mushrooms. Ugh, Sheeshroom's starting to talk all creepy, Dan. Ah, so you failed to see the humor in that. A shame. I did. I thought it was a very funny joke. You are what you eat, after all. That wasn't funny at all. Shamaran is cleared of the foul energy, yet its kin still suffer. Shamaran lacks the strength to now shelter the weak like it once did. Please, Dan, Shamaran begs of you. Exercise your benevolence and save the defenseless. Do you mean that there are still more ill mushrooms? We can help them, shall we? Now that we're here. Then let us be off. Help Shamaran's kin. Alright. I don't think I've gone this way in a bit, because I see chests over here.
Overruled. What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Ah, it's right here. Ooh, signs of life. Go look for the other mushrooms that need help. Yeah, this one's looking good. Let's go find the rest. Looks like one of them's this way.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Laid bare, everlasting as the moon!
Up there, huh? Let's give you a nice charge. Yep, this one looks healthy already. Another little mushroom that needs our help. One more. It seems to be this way. I passed it somehow. That should do it. Let's get back and look for Sheeshroom. We must help the legless. Hail Dan, hail Paimon, a giant mushroom from another land. If Xamaran may be so bold, you two-leggeds do have a saying, a helping hand must see things to the end. You mean more errand running, huh? Do human sayings really apply to mushrooms? We are both living beings, bathing in the blessings of the earth. It is naturalist for us to help each other out. Please take this, the blessings of wisdom. You obtain the blessings of wisdom. What did I get from a mushroom? Wow, what's this? It looks kind of suspicious, actually. Xamaran can smell the lingering scent of foul energy in the air, but cannot tell where its source lies. Follow the water, and you shall find it. You merely need to use the blessings of wisdom on the source. Dan and Xamaran's kin will take care of the rest. The source of the foul energy. That's indeed something that can't be left unattended. Man, it gave us a few dick options here, huh? Dan, you are far more humorous than Paimon. Xamaran doesn't have legs, whereas you do. As one of the legless, Xamaran shan't meddle too much in the matters of the two legs. What's more, Xamaran has a greater duty to perform. A greater duty? Xamaran has spent too much strength. It was a pleasant conversation with you two, but Xamaran must rest now and gather it the strength to fend off the evil and provide shelter for its kin to prosper. And Paimon, may you be blessed on your journey ahead. Hey, Shishroom, wait up! And it looks like Shishroom's gone to sleep. Well, let's head off then. What an interesting character. Follow the water to the source. Isn't, like, the water source, like, up here? Oh, there it is. Blessings of Wisdom. Suspicious object you obtained from Xamaran. It's claimed that this can clear the source of the foul energy. Condensed form of fungus absorb nutrients, the acclimated spores, and the thick sense of humor. Is this the source of the water? This appears to be where the water comes from. Was I wrong? Is this not the source of the water's flow? Or does it want us to go to this area? Where the water comes from? Yishong, come back to me! Or are we following the water to its destination? Because follow the flow doesn't necessarily mean follow it upstream. So let's follow it downstream. Oh, is it you?
Laid bare.
Why'd that stop us to cleanse the tainted things from the skies with sacred blood? Heaven's judgment, the needle of retribution. Never forget. Ah, I see it now. Huh, this should be what Shishroom said was the source of the foul energy. Raman doesn't know what she means, but let's try it anyway. A mushroom grows from within the fissure. Oh wow, so that's how you solve it. We're all out of blessings of wisdom.
An impressive bounty.
Looks like the fissures have blocked it off. Let's go back and tell Shishroom. I have no clue why it didn't give me a quest objective there. Or at least, like, some golden dust to follow. The river forks so many times. I just went to the source and it wasn't at the source. I literally followed it all the way to the source of the water. Things I do when mushrooms ask me for my help. Hey, Shishroom, we're back. We've run out of your, what do you call it? Your blessings of wisdom? But we've managed to block the fissures. Now the problem has been solved. Hail Dan, hail Paimon. May no regrets linger in the night bygone. May all shadows fade, ere at the dawn to come. Seems Shishroom has fallen asleep again. Let's not disturb it. Dimming mushrooms call for help. We got an achievement out of that. The mushroom that asks too much. Complete Xamaran's commission in the chasm. Well, now that we've done our big mushroom quest, tune in next time, where we will no doubt be doing another mushroom quest. I'll see you all in the next stream. If you'd like to know when I'm going to be going live, best way to do that is to check the description of this video, where there'll be a link to both the Discord and the Twitch. Until next time, bye-bye.